They go play action here on first down. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to launch it for Washington. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get 34 yards there.
10 at the 44-yard line.
On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Shotgun now for Carr. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. His pass caught at the 4. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Steelers 7, Buccaneers 0. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
TJ Logan on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's a pickup of 6.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Alvin Kamara. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it again.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Meyer. He's got Evans. Mike Evans. He's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
To number 13.
Mike Evans. 76 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
good.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards.
At the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21. Buccaneers.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
1-yard gain. Brings up
on 2nd down. It's Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 3rd down, Meyer. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And, folks, after that last play, Mike Evans, the wide receiver, yet to get back to his feet. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Meyer. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, Meyer. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Carr. Got an open man. It's Washington. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
So the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
5-yard line.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Meyer. Eluding the pressure right. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
The quarterback forced out of bounds and sacked. It's second down.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On second down, here's Fournette. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That's the end of
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Meyer being chased out left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Meyer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That's taken on the 25. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Steelers 34. Buccaneers 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing on first down. Meyer. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by John Johnson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
25-yard line.
So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Carr. Short little throw to Ebron. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. the gun. Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the Bucs 13-yard line.
Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Steelers 41, Buccaneers 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.